Welcome back, everyone. Let's play World Waves 2 as Austria-Hungary, episode number 19. We are already almost up to 20. Actually, this series is going by a lot faster. I think it's because I'm not taking... it definitely boils down to how many episodes are spent on battles. I mean, this game is actually... I've been able to finish a whole campaign, a whole, dedicated nation playthrough in a single sitting. But I did that because it was my submarine only play. Just don't build almost any ships, just build submarines. Was that as the Confederate States of America? I think I've done it. I've done the same thing playing as the Spanish. I did a battleships only one, just so I would only have, and I would get destroyer engagements where my battleships would go up against their destroyers. It's pretty funny. Battle generator, yeah. It can do some wonky things sometimes. In any case, why do we have people on reserve fleet? Is this for tonnage? Because then, if that's the case, maybe it's actually smart. But I don't think so. Let's mothball these. I probably left them on reserve fleet because... Actually, I frankly do not remember. Yeah. So it looks like that may have been my motivation. And, okay, let's be honest. What's the difference between... Okay, they're 2 now, and if they go to reserve, they're 4. So it does double the cost, but it might be okay, because these are pretty cheap. So let's actually do it this way. Okay, good. We only had done unmothball 4. You want to buy something? Well, it's Italy. I don't think Italy can sensibly be a threat to me at this point. So we will let them pay us money. New floatplane scouts prototypes are ready. Alright, that's interesting. I kind of hate it because that means we're moving more in the advanced direction towards airplanes, but okay. So this top one looks like it's better in almost every way. So we'll just accept it. An improved flying boat. Fine by me. I think that's the next thing we should develop ourselves is a flying boat. Flying boat with range first. And... Interesting. What would I want besides range? I guess range and speed. I was thinking reliability, but I probably could have gone with reliability. Yeah, would that also save the number of airplanes crashing at the end of a battle? I think so. Scientists report they are currently baffled by the problems of improved longitudinal framing. I'm not sure exactly what that would be related to. Could be ships, could be aircraft, could be airships. Could be something else. Could be submarines. Okay. So it is cool that we have all these new ships coming up. And I know, yeah, that's right. We have the new 16-inch guns. We have the new light carrier. Only 8 months left. So in 8 more months, we should have a ton of money. Okay. Make him a hero. We are right outside the doorstep of Great Britain, and I do plan to provoke them at every opportunity. They've just done this too many times to me. And even that one massive victory, it's just not sufficient. What would be really interesting is if we could turn Great Britain socialist or something like that, or communist. Sometimes when you do if you get the government to collapse, Russia will become Soviet Union. I don't know what else happens, but anyway. Okay, airbase on Malta. Yeah, just do it. Issue an ultimatum. Britain is apparently sending a force there. Bougainville. Okay, this is interesting. So what I want to do is let them take it. Because I want them to have it so I can take it from them. I think this top option is what I want because I don't know if they'll listen to me. Damn it. I really wanted them to have it. I know that I copied some formation to another one. I probably shouldn't have. But I'm going to say don't do anything there. Oh yeah, 2 more months until we should build our new one. Yeah, we'll take that. I don't know what our what is our research even going into right now for naval guns. So we have quality 0. I think I'm going to put this to low. Let's just save the points for something else. We have all the low caliber guns at quality 1. And honestly, having quality 0 16-inch guns is really good. It would be a little bit better if they were quality 1, but hey, I think quality 1 16-inch guns don't come around until like 1930, considering especially that we're running on the slower tech speed. Indicas are in need of a refit, and they definitely deserve it. They served us impeccably in the last couple of wars. I don't know if we'll do anything special for them, though. Like one natural course of action would be perhaps to give them some anti-aircraft. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. We should be giving all of our stuff direct firing. So these guys will lead off. And that takes us down to 28. We still have a little room for anti-aircraft guns. I think that's what we want to do. So I don't think we're going to be getting very many dual-purpose guns for that amount. Yeah, let's just do this much. 11. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I do not want to use coal because I do not want to refit the engines. This comes up every time. Just refitting the engines it's like 1/3 the cost of a new ship. So would I rather get 1 extra knot and have the benefit? The biggest benefit is probably actually just not having slow down in speed over the course of a battle from like the coal stokers getting tired. But it's just not worth it. I mean, I would rather have 1 extra ship and have all of them go a couple knots slower through the course of a battle than have 3 ships that go 1 or 2 knots faster. It's really hard to convince me that even with this. So the counter argument you could make, which I think is a good one, is in this game the battle generator kind of emphasizes quality ships over quantity, because you don't really have a benefit for quantity besides blockade, and blockade mechanics are goofy themselves. So there are some. Well, in general, it's better to have quality over quantity. So this is one counterexample of that, I would say, that it's still better to have. Better to save. I would actually say instead of buying the 4th ship, it's not like you actually want it. If it's 1/3 the cost of a new ship, you don't actually spend it on that. You just save it for a better ship. Okay, there. I got around it. Found a way. So you're staying in the Mediterranean forever. That was actually a pretty expensive refit. We're going to have to do a lot of refits as well, since direct firing is needed. I don't think it can. Yeah. It's only available on armored cruisers or higher. And that's a blessing for us right now, since we really didn't want to go through and give everyone direct firing anyway. Okay, so we need a couple more now that those guys are gone. Couple more. Okay, I'm actually kind of happy that this happened because these guys can all get mothballed now. It's not going to save that much. But honestly, if I'm going to have anything on active fleet, this is maybe a justification. So this is the penny pinching correct way of playing, putting these colonial corvettes on active fleet. It does save you a little bit of money, but from a crew quality standpoint, it'd be better to have like a battleship in the in Northern Europe, so that that is the thing which stays in top crew quality shape. So like, what's the difference? I mean, the difference is, I think, massive. There's 243 extra to send that there instead of. What's the difference with these? Maybe So it's 18 times about 10, so it's 180. Well, you can see that there is a difference. That's 180 versus 243, so it is... What does that end up being? Yeah, even it's about 33% more expensive. But a Fjorten with, like, on elite quality is much more important. So maybe I should do that. Maybe that's the change I need to make. Okay. I haven't really thought about... Have I thought about this? I should have if I hadn't, but... Still go one... Oh, yeah. Okay. That explains it. You're my newest ship and you're mothballed? No. Yeah, I think this is what we make this decision right now. You're going to Northern Europe where you are just to serve by yourself. It's a little funky. And you're not... I can't send the Fjorten there anyways because she has the cramped accommodations. Okay, Malta, Gibraltar, Ireland. Now, what I want to do is send all these guys back home. Actually, I don't want all of them home, though. This is a bizarre situation. Because I do want... Well, I will send them all home. We don't need them there. And then they can be mothballed. Obviously, I don't care about mothballing those ships. No. So again, this is a confusing thing. I used to say yes, but when you do the math, it's just simply not better. Steel industry wants a stronger navy. Yep, we'll take it. Okay, 20mm automatic cannon. Sounds like something anti-aircraft related. Okay, new flying boat prototypes. Looks like we have garbage. Like, we have this. My goodness. 334. It's like got some insane range on it. I guess if I had to pick anything, this is shorter range. Oh, wow. This is average reliability. That's pretty good. Let me pick this one. I mean, the top one is just garbage. The question is whether or not I want to hit OK or cancel. I hit OK on this one. Let's hit OK. And just because I haven't been doing anything for the fighters, let's get a fighter of some kind. Speed and... Probably speed and speed. But we'll do speed and reliability. I could have done speed and maneuverability, but I just don't think the maneuverability really changes that much early on. Oh, tonnage forcing. Oh, you know what? I forgot. The bigger ships don't... My goodness. Bigger ships don't count as their full tonnage. Okay, fair enough. So that is... There you go. That's the reason why you don't do it this way. Let's get... Well, by the way, when were you last refit? 1916. It's 1921. And you were last refit 1916 as well. I might even need some more Corvettes eventually. But for now, let's get these elite ones. Let's just take these four. Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll just swap them exactly back. Okay, it was a nice idea, but... Okay, you won. You won, Tortuga. Past Tortuga is smarter than present Tortuga. So we'll swap them back. Gosh, I mean, okay. Put these guys on foreign stations. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's the thing that we're nearly done with. So of course they'll sell it to us. Okay, let's go down here. They're in the Mediterranean, no. So move to Northern Europe. Thank you. Yes, please. Oh yeah, we have some obsolete ships as well, which makes sense. These O'Donnells have served their time, I would say. But let's go ahead and do a refit of them. Give them their... Ooh, wait a second. They don't have room for director firing. Now, if I bulge them, they'll lose 2 knots, and 17-knot battleships are... I really don't think you can do that. Oh, we could clear the torpedoes, which might be more of a hazard or a liability than anything. Do we have quality 1 12-inch guns? No. So that is the right move, it looks like. The alternative is to downgrade our 6-inch guns, but I feel like that those are more valuable. And then we'll just give them some amount of anti-aircraft fire. Okay. It's a little bit expensive, but not for very long. So get those all done. And you are in the Mediterranean again. Actually, I think that you have to be refit. Now, are you the Vas Sarkani is the only of her kind, so yeah, we can just refit her whenever we want. Let's give her the director firing. She has plenty of room for that. While we're at it, we might as well just throw on a bunch of light anti-aircraft guns. 28 of them, not bad. That's definitely something. Oh man, she's hideous. This is hideous. Oh man. But you can't, I mean you can't, it's, in your head you're thinking, I'm thinking, we'll just scrap her. You can't. Just, you put too much, it's not sunk cost fallacy. You really have put too much money into her. And it's too expensive to replace her. So is there anything else obvious, by the way, I would want to change? I don't think so. Now, bulging would take her down to 21, which isn't good, but the thing it would do is also increase her torpedo defense. And that might be worth it. Huh. What would we do with the extra tonnage? It's way too much to spend on, oh well, I guess this. Yeah, so I can drop this and the cost won't go up by much, or even decreases, but as soon as you add an extra turret, it's like it's counted as like rebuilding all the turrets. Don't really understand. That's the mechanic of the game, though. I guess they're saying you have to readjust all of them or something. Who knows? I mean, this is just too many to... Oh, you know what this could do, though? This could be a seaplane tender of sorts. We don't have those, do we? No. But we could still get 3 float planes. They can only launch one at a time, and we have to stop to recover them. And then we can just build up whatever else with anti-aircraft. 146. 46 is a good amount. We don't have dual-purpose guns yet, but there we go. It's something to think about. I don't think so, though. I mean, it's... by the way, I didn't see how expensive that would be. But 474... Okay, bulging it by itself doesn't do anything. I'm surprised bulging's free. Seems like it would be expensive. Seaplane hangar doesn't affect anything. What it affects is how much one aircraft costs you. So I do want it. So you can see this weight changes, almost doubles. Okay, 3 aircraft. And now we're... Man, you know, the cost of this is not that expensive. Oh, weird. Look at this. Why does this happen? From going from 2 aircraft to 3 requires an extra 2 months. I could see myself just living with only 2. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do this, though. The idea is interesting, but don't feel it's worth it. So, get director firing, that's the main thing, and then throw on the extra light turrets, light anti-aircraft, and we'll call it a day. That's good. Okay, and it's still expensive, but... Man, that is expensive. Why? Just for director firing, I guess. Okay, well then go ahead and rebuild, and we'll just eat the money cost first. Russia wants to go at us. Be my guest. Okay, so you guys are going up there. We'll take some people off Mothball just to see if that solves it. Damn it. Man, come on. Okay, go to reserve fleet. No, still not. Take you on reserve fleet, that should be enough. What the heck is going on? Okay. Yeah, you guys are, I think, the most likely candidate for me. Keep. Stop it! Stop the bleeding! Oh my goodness. Please just tell me! Tell me! Okay, I guess I could do the math, but I don't want to. Alright, now they've been commissioned in the Navy. I have to rebuild them right away. Okay, so we can lose prestige, which is, I mean, our prestige is up to 42 despite all my best attempts to just sabotage it. That's probably the best option. Now, the tension is good. I think a war with Russia is what the doctor ordered. It'd be like an intermediate period. So right now we have a lot of submarines, and I kind of want them to go away because we don't want to... I know it's fun to like win these great wars against Great Britain and stuff like that. And I think that the only way to do that is with submarines. But for Russia, we'd rather actually win a real gunfight. She already has a less than our budget. Wow, even Germany has less than our budget. And yes, somebody mentioned that tensions do affect the budgets of the other nations. This is true. Like our budget is affected by the kind of like the average of all nation tensions. Whereas any one of these individual nations is affected, I guess, only by my tension with them. And that wasn't true when I had my AI Wars mod. I mean, that I didn't adjust the budgets of people, but I should have. I mean, it just there's no file which stores right now Great Britain's tension with Russia. They don't exist because, I mean, it's coming up in the expansion, but it doesn't exist right now. Any kind of way for the other major powers to interact. Okay, anyways, let's just go with budget, because budget is always good. Okay, improved light anti-aircraft effectiveness. It's very useful. Let's build a bigger dock. May not have been necessary, but that might end up being the last one I need to do. Huge amount of money, which will quickly disappear as soon as we get even a single... Ooh, okay. Get even a single new battleship, 16-inch guns and all that going. Yeah, we'll take it. Depth charges on ships. Hooray! Hydrophones. Wow, that's a lot of good stuff. Yes, I do. No, I do not want them created automatically. No, so let's just say no to all. But this is kind of a good point. This is the first time. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. I think that we're gonna leave this carrier without air units, because the only thing she can put on her right now is fighters. Which, yeah, I mean, when nobody else in the world has carriers, what the hell do you need fighters for? It's just stupid. I mean, the range is just so small, we can't even be attacked by air bases, unless we are really putting ourselves close to them. So the light carrier is just going to be our attempt, and it should be a successful attempt, I hope, at increasing the research rate here. And we see that has changed. So we'll see how that advances. Okay. 8 million, or 8,000 now. It's even better. Yeah, some fire control thing, sure. Oh, they finished working up and I forgot to refit them first. Okay, that's a lot of reconstruction. What are we up to? What's our budget up to? 9 million. Well, we can take a chunk out of that a little bit by refitting these guys. Director firing. Now note that they used to cost 4 million a turn to build. And this refit is going to cost 4 million. Well, 4,000, but whatever. However, they have 677 maintenance per turn, which we can even call 350 since, or 330 or whatever, since we can preserve freedom. That means it's basically only 750, or let's call it even 800 to be pretty conservative. It's 800 an extra per month times 4, which means it's still 3,200, which means it's still less than 1 extra month of paying for them. Although, 1 extra month to pay them for, we have to also subtract 800 from that, in which case the extra amount is 4 million minus 800,000, so it's a wash. I guess the math works out, so I think it's slightly favored to refit them. In our case, we can also take advantage of the refit to add some light AA guns, which I will do. No, yeah. Okay. Very good. So total cost is 4.355. It's basically the same as building her for a month. We're just really raking in the money now, so that's setting us up nicely for design. But before I do that, let's kind of think about what other things I should design, because I think I probably need some more destroyers. We have 25. Let's just take a look at the almanac. It gives a pretty good breakdown. We have 2 dreadnoughts, but I think that doesn't count the 2 that we have just sent off for rebuilding. So let's say we have 4 dreadnoughts. That's as many as France or Italy. It's 3 less than Russia, which is surprising. What's Russia doing with dreadnoughts? And also 3 less than Germany. Now, they have the same budget as me, so I think I really should be considering trying to go toe-to-toe with them. Yeah. But I also have a lot of submarines. Okay, so we have 1 light carrier. It's not too expensive right now. We still have 5 battleships. This is just how I work. It just takes a long time for me to scrap anything. 5 armored cruisers, and I start to suspect that these other categories might actually be heavy cruisers now and not armored cruisers. Probably a mix of some, but there might be some heavy cruisers in there, so. Looks like we're outpaced in general for the armored cruiser category. And then light cruisers, looks like we're doing fine on those, even maybe a few too many. Destroyers, looks like we are, again, doing pretty good there, although I do lose destroyers very quickly, so it's never a bad thing for me to get some more. And then we have corvettes. Let me think about designing a corvette real fast, just because we can do increased depth charge storage, I believe, and get more, yeah, so get more ASW. I think it's plus 50%, which means it should take us up from 4 to 6. And we want to do that at 900. And then make it as slow as possible, 17. Wow, we could give it 1 5-inch gun, which is kind of funny. I could even give it just a 4-inch gun. I like the idea of giving it, I don't know, don't use mine. Oh man, could actually give it. The thing is, we want the maintenance to be as low as possible on this thing. I'm pretty sure a 5-inch gun just costs more to maintain than a 4-inch gun. Okay, we'll use a bunch on ammunition. That's fine. Go down to 200. 4-inch guns, some no. Just, they're never going to bombard you. If we had dual purpose, that's one thing, but get out of here with your light anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, we'll keep fuel type coal. I think long is impossible. Oh my gosh, we can actually make them long range. Does it change their monthly cost? Why do I care, though? I don't. Alright. I think this is good enough. I will eventually want on Minesweeping Gear 1, but there's no reason for me to increase depth charge. Well, it doesn't even increase the cost. I guess I would do it for free. So I will get some with Minesweeping then. This decreases your anti-submarine effectiveness by half. So that 6 would go down to a 3. Yep, I'm sure. So we'll probably build some of each. New fighter prototypes. You are better, better, better. Ooh, it does lose 1 to maneuverability, but better toughness. Let's keep it. I probably should go through the aircraft we have right now, but okay, let's just build. Just build them, for crying out loud. Get 12 of them. And those don't have, those do not have minesweeping, so I'll have to be aware of that. Probably I just need to, even though it's really nice to have the anti-submarine stuff, it might be even more beneficial just to get the minesweeping. I don't know. We haven't run into too many mines yet, so after those 12, I think I'll do a new design, another group of 12 with something which is minesweeping. Alright, so how are we doing? I kind of do wish there was some report somewhere you could read which would just do all the math for you, because this is, like, even Excel could do this is basically Excel. Why not? Just show me what is the amount of tonnage that I have on active fleet versus everything else. Let's go ahead and mothball these guys. These can stay on reserve fleet, I would say, because I really do like them. You can go to reserve fleet. And you're on reserve fleet, but you might be mothballed, Firkden, because you're now very much not the... You are one of the oldest, in fact, ships, capital ships in my fleet, suddenly. Despite being built in 1915, and, you know, if you look down here, people would rather disagree with me, but as far as the battleships go, she's one of the oldest. There's the O'Donnells, and then there's her. So now there's 3 newer dreadnoughts, which is what I would rather spend the extra money on. So I think, oh, active fleet, that's... Get them to reserve fleet at least. Oh, you guys just go to, well, go to active fleet, I guess. Stay where you are, though. That's really that's what I'm trying to say. Reserve fleet. Okay, reserve. Okay, I think we should be fine on reserve fleet amount, but wow, 11 million. I was wrong. I'm sure we'll solve it this way. New hawkish government wants to raise armament expenditure. Budget up, tension way up, or budget up, tension up. If there was a long-term benefit for choosing this middle option, I would do it. Since I don't think there is, we will not choose that option. Yeah, Russia, but it looks like it'll be Great Britain again. That is a lot of money. Goodness. And we could probably push them over the edge by doing a fleet exercise and by mobilizing and a few options to us. We're also going to be getting another 2 million back. Not completely, but close to it. In 2 more months. So we have a lot of money. And I think that is the indicator that it is time to design something new. Okay, don't get your hopes up. I'm going to do the 900-ton minesweeping variant. Minesweeping. We'll leave the increased depth charge storage on there because why not? But basically just go and get me the exact same thing. 220 was it? I think it was 200. Okay, 195. I made a mistake on the other one. So this is basically the same thing. It has minesweeping this time. Get rid of those. 1 4-inch gun. Medium. Oh, colonial service. I forgot the colonial service. Well, we should definitely be doing that. Crap. Can it be checked on a refit? I don't think so. No, wait, can it? Maybe. I might have to do that and suffer through 3 months of refit time. I guess I don't need to do it right away. We have enough right now. And really, these don't need to be used for colonial service if I have the other ones. It's meaningless. It doesn't provide any benefit. Okay, fair enough. Give that to me. Our well-trained Navy will easily... Yeah, about that. Build screen. Get another 12. Okay, let's mobilize. Yeah, do all those things. Yeah, you are just going to walk around with no aircraft because that's how much I think of you. Cork, oh god, yeah, we need some... Floatplane scouts is not what I want. Now, I can change the role. Thank you, this was fantastic advice. And I don't know if I should do that for everywhere. Like Gibraltar, first of all, you need a squad, but... Actually, what I could do is... Cagliari, Cataro, I don't know where any of these... These all actually might need just float planes. Like Cork is going to need flying boats. Let's add I think flying boats to you. Good. Just copy the same template. Paste air group. There we go. Flying boats for you as well. Those are necessary. Pula should have flying boats. Perfect. But the rest of these guys, okay, you also need flying boats. Perfect. But I think we'll use floatplane scouts in the Mediterranean because I just don't expect that we'll need anything there compared to having it in the more valuable areas around Great Britain. Okay. We're good, I think. And another thing I need to do, which I can only do with... So please, Germany, please have something. Germany. Guess I don't have to probably figure it out. Okay, the Newport. I thought I was taking a stab at it. Who would the Newport be? Oh, is that French? Oh, yeah. It's okay. So, Rado. There it is. Buy license. So, does that mean that I can then produce them? Wait. These are pretty darn old. But, I mean, what are you going to do, man? I need torpedo bombers. New aircraft. I cannot request them yet, so yeah, we'll just buy it. Damn you, Germany. Why couldn't you have something more recent? You ding-dongs. Dude, I don't care. I'm happy to buy Austrian designs. You have to make them. We have no torpedo bombers. So, wait, can I now request new torpedo bombers? Let's wait. I was really hoping that would unlock them for us. Okay, and then I need one more turn. Okay, better foreign funds. No. Oh, look at that. Tensions actually dropped from everyone but Great Britain. Now let's do a fleet exercise. So we're at fair. Maybe I'll go one more turn and then do a fleet exercise because we're at fair, but I would like another month to start building up even better crew quality. And get everyone. So yeah, where do I want everyone? They'll all be in the Mediterranean for now. I guess that's fine. Now we can build purpose-built, if I'm not mistaken, can't we build purpose-built light carriers now? No. I guess it's still technology we have to unlock. When we have the refit versions, so... Let me just make sure, let me just get, just in case I need to have an air group on it for it to qualify. Let's add an air unit of fighters. I mean, I think I want to change the number down to like, well, just in case. Let's just leave it at 16. It's fine. We'll just have a useless carrier with 16 fighters guarding against... nobody else in the world has carriers, but I... well, eventually when Great Britain has them, actually, that's not bad. Eventually Great Britain will have them, and then we'll have it. We're very, very preemptive here. Defending the skies against nobody, and then hopefully eventually somebody comes around with something our fighters can shoot down. Now, you can strafe, but it's not that effective. Better machinery. Better floatplane scout. That's fantastic. Okay, now, big question. Yeah, it does not work. Well, this obviously changes everything, though, because now I can go over here, say, hey, your role is now torpedo bomber, and that actually means that we have something useful. So fantastic. Tensions drop with Great Britain, so we'll wait a little bit longer. It's faster than our... We don't have one. We just licensed one, but... Why is it, by the way, that everybody in the world has a torpedo bomber except for, like, the most... How do I say this? Most, like, navally active nation in the world. How is it that France, Germany, Great Britain, Russia, Italy all have torpedo bombers, and for some reason Austro-Hungarians, who also happen to be obviously not complete idiots when it comes to air, since we have the only aircraft carrier in the world, but we don't know what a torpedo bomber is. It's maddening. And we have the German design. Just steal it. Ugh. Okay, we have aircraft catapults on ships. So this will mean seaplanes will be a lot better. And, okay, air bases are better. We'll probably have to upgrade all of those. We have nothing useful which can, be spent on with these air bases. I mean, I guess now we actually could... So Belfast, yeah, this definitely has to be expanded. Airbase. Yep, that one definitely. Malta. So let's take a look at the Mediterranean here. I think Valletta, Cagliari are just critical to have as like a defense against the Italian Air Force. And potentially the French one. Excuse me, I had to pause mute for a sneeze. Violent one. Oh, which means it must be time for us to go look at that 43 minutes in. Yeah, so I think Cagliari and Valletta are both solid options. I'm not even sure if Spalato... So the Naval Air Base, whatever, the Naval Air Station, I should say, that gets it basically for free. I mean, it doesn't. It still costs money, but it's... Pola. Yes, it doesn't cost as much. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, let's go with Gibraltar and... No! Damn it! Oh, crap. Well, the 40 is not that bad. 40 is something useful. I mean, it's not that bad. Okay, but Malta is what I wanted to do. I did basically everybody. And then Cagliari I want to do. Cattaro. That's the one interesting one. It probably will only be... Well, I'll do it. Mediterranean ends up being just a Charlie Foxtrot full of aircraft end of the game, so we're going to need it eventually. Yeah, we'll take it. We have pretty good technology simply by purchasing everything from the Americans, who thankfully are not so annoyed with us. Oh yeah, and somebody mentioned in the peace agreement, man, there's actually a lot of things from the peace agreement I forgot to talk about. How the O'Donnell is our battleship. And then we took Ireland. It's kind of fitting. That completely went over my... I mean, that I didn't catch that at all. But that's a pretty funny coincidence. Just ended up being purely a coincidence since I didn't think about it when taking Ireland. But it is quite a big middle finger to Great Britain that we took Ireland. But somebody mentioned I should have gotten Egypt because it controls the ports. Now that's not important to me because obviously I don't have any reason to go to the Indian Ocean. But I don't know how it will impact the British distribution of forces not being able to use their canal. I suspect that it doesn't really do anything because I don't think that the AI is terribly intelligent about its ship distributions. But anyway. Yeah, so that's actually, I guess I should go one more turn. Sure, why not? Slender hull girders. Torpedo technology. Okay, there it is. Purpose-built light carriers. With no torpedo... It's like, what world would it be where you don't have torpedo bombers, but you know how to build purpose-built light carriers? Come on. Just ridiculous. Anyways, we'll wrap it up here. So until the next episode, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.